G'day gamers, Wildbite here, or Filthy Wildbite 74, with some Gears of War 3 TDM gameplay from Sunday night. Now, it was a long video. I've edited out a fair bit of it because, well, over 10 minutes is too long. But all I can say is I go off with Griffin. That's right, I go off with Griffin. Probably wondering what the title means. Gamespot. What the fuck? What the F? Gamespot. I'm about to say GameStop, which is what they should do. Released early in the hours of, you could say, Australian morning time, their most anticipated games for E3 2015. Yep, you've heard it here first. 21 games, and in that 21 list, Halo was in the top 5, at number 5 I do believe. I think just after the top 10 you had The Division, you had Rockstar before that, you had Guitar Hero before that, you had Rock Band, you got Mario Maker, you got The Last Guardian, which is an old game and should have been made last gen but hasn't come out this gen, but pretty much a lot of it was Sony based, and more importantly, there was no Gears of War. That's right, no Gears of War. And that's not an anticipated game at all for E3? Do you people even realise what made the Xbox 360 sell in the first place with Gears of War? Do you even realise how big a company E3, Epic is for E3? Or you could say now the Coalition? Do you have any idea who you've just pissed off? And the community in itself? I can tell you, off the top of my head, about 50 people that I know who are thinking of buying an Xbox One as soon as they announce the Gears of War 1 remaster. Like that. Yep. That's right. Now, it's a console seller. It's a big game. But you didn't even put it in your list. Right? It's not only that, not even Black Ops 3. So Brian Vanderhaar and the Gears Viking, Rob Ferguson, got onto Twitter and said, you're pretty much both dead to me. And even Brian Vanderhaar said, you know, I know the feels. And it's like, Gamespot, these are two individuals which are heavy hitters in the gaming industry. If you think they are not, grab a brick, go outside and headbutt it. Because you have no idea what you are doing. So stop the work experience kid that wrote this article behind the computer and put somebody in who knows what the fuck they're doing. Let me just go through a couple of things about this. When I said Sony bring the fight to E3, I didn't mean buy the fight and get GameSpot to do the fight for you. It is heavily tilted towards Sony. Which is not a good thing, people. Now, Microsoft got in trouble with this years ago. There was favoritism. We're talking years and years ago. They've stopped that practice because it doesn't last. It's not very good, and people called them out on it. But I don't see too many people doing this for this Sony-based list. Now, I want Sony to do well, but not by this. Not with GameSpot. No way, man. Come on. GameSpot, a lot of people rely and look up to them as being meant to be independent. People go into the shop to buy games because of what they say and what they recommend. But let's be honest, they've never given the Xbox One a fair go. They're most famous or infamous for this video where they interview people in their office about which console they have. And a lot of them said PC or PlayStation 4, and only a few of them said the Xbox One. And the reasons they gave was, oh, the face of it is really hard to use, we don't understand it, you know, the whole startup, the hub, it's not very good. And one lady even said she couldn't even find settings. Yep, you heard, she couldn't find the settings on the Xbox One. Right, this is the same group and web page. I mean, I could preview in 10 seconds for how easy it is to find it. One, because she would have brought it with the Kinect, is you go Xbox on. So the Xbox turns on. And then two, you go Xbox, go to settings. And voila, what a fucking surprise, you found the settings, you dumb bitch. See to earlier comments, grab brick and then headbutt oneself. And do not comment on the gaming industry ever again because you are a mega fucking noob. And I mean that. I am so pissed off. Rob Ferguson had a go on Twitter, which means you pissed off a heavy hitter in the industry. Do I have to mention the Unreal Engine? Yeah. Hey, the Unreal Engine's used in a lot of the games you mentioned in your list, like Mass Effect, which should have been further up because Mass Effect is a great game. Doesn't matter what platform, it's a great game. Yeah, a couple of these other games I haven't even heard of. I have no idea what they are. I mean, that's the honest truth. And yeah, it's good they've brought a variety of Nintendo games in there and stuff like that. But Rock Band and Guitar Hero are the most anticipated games for them. They're the games you play when you're pissed with your mates, not for the average gamer. The average gamer wants hardcore things. Yeah, the Uncharted was there. We want to see some of that. They didn't even mention Tomb Raider. Well, that's coming out anyway. It's not anticipated for it. But come on, man. And this is the other thing. Halo 5 being number 5 because I think they thought of the number and thought, oh, we'll just whack it in 5. Yep, that's the scope of the intelligence of the criticism here and what their anticipation is. They made a big announcement today, which is going to make GameSpot look really fucking stupid. And their big announcement today is going to be, no pun intended, a game changer and a console seller. That's right, gamers. 15 maps, off the bat, all for free. All DLC, free. Co-op, free. You don't have to be Xbox Live Gold to play co-op up to 3 people on Halo 5 Guardians. 35 maps all up in the next year or so will be for free. Will be for free. Let me just point that out. You don't have to pay for the maps. Yeah, on Xbox One. Not even E3 yet, dickheads, and they've announced it. And where's GameSpot? I will put it at number 5. I won't mention anything about Microsoft. Not even talking about Windows 10. That's anticipated by everybody. That's going to affect gaming. Well, I won't talk too much about DirectX 12 because I'm not really involved. I don't really know too much about it to have a comment on it. But what the fuck? Seriously. What the fuck? I mean, there's so many things I could say. The Division should be equal with Halo 5, if not higher. Right? Quantum Break wasn't even mentioned. Yep. I mean, come on, man. There's so many games they didn't mention. It's just ridiculous. Doom was pretty low. I thought it should be higher up. But these are people writing, which are noobs. They probably don't even fucking game. They probably, I mean, seriously, you go turn on the Xbox One or the fucking PS4, they get a fucking 16-bit cartridge and try and put it there. It's not working. It's not working here. Oh shit, what's going on? Let's make a video about it. I mean, seriously, these people are pathetic. And this is what's ruining the industry. And this is why I'm with EXL and why I support people to tell like it is. And I can understand why people become fanboys. I mean, I'm going to link your Iron Wolf's video, which he did, was brilliant. And he had so many things to say which were spot on. They were spot on. And it's hard for me to argue. I can't argue against him. He's right. Everything he says is right. Good video, Iron Wolf. Props to you. Link in the description, as well as the EXL webpage, which is why you should support it, because these people, more importantly, the EXL webpage is independent, non-biased, is good for the industry. Doesn't make people jilted, which is good to buy for consoles, good for sales, good for everybody. Fuck, it just drives me up the wall, people. You know, and Sony are bringing, yes, new DLC for Destiny, but which is coming out in the Xbox One. Xbox One is going to have Gears Remaster on their dedicated service, which I can prove to you work better than the other ones. I can prove that as well. I've told you that, and I'll tell you again, it's all about connection. And Microsoft to do it, they're listening to their fans. And anybody that argues with me that they don't, I just have to say to them, well, the Xbox One is a completely different console from the day I bought it to what it is now. What Sony PlayStation 4 is slightly different, and they're not putting money back into games. You saw my other video when he said, oh, we're not getting AAA exclusives because they cost so much money. But you're the highest selling console on the planet, I've been told, ever. So what are you doing with the money? Fucking, what's you and your shit doing with the money? You're doing nothing. And your big hardcore fans and people in the gaming industry are starting to notice that and realise it. And you've got to bring it to E3. And you've got to stop it. Because learn from Microsoft's mistakes about paying people off to be biased towards you. Stop it. You don't get anywhere. I mean, this E3 as well, Phil Spencer, the man, has never really lied and given us updates every month on the Xbox. And kept on... He's brilliant. There's no doubt about it. He's bringing the fight. So this is going to be the best E3 ever. And you only put one Microsoft exclusive in that list, GameSpot? I mean, who's going to look like the right fucking idiot when E3 comes around? Ain't going to be me. Might be the Sony devs for a while, but it's going to be the dickhead that wrote that and put that list together for GameSpot. You can deny it as much as you want, and ignorance is a happy place. But come on, man. Fucking just get with the program. What? Gears of War is the most anticipated because you've got die-hard fans. We haven't got the numbers of COD, but we've got more die-hard fans than most other games out there. It's brought to you by Epic. Epic, who have made a huge hit in the gaming scene. And if you don't believe that or realise that, you're a fucking noob yourself, GameSpot. Frag and tag. Tell me what you think. Put the, Ray's video in the description. Same as the webpage, EXL Gaming. Frag and tag. Be good to those that own you. And tell me what you think in the comments below. Frag and tag. Let's be good. I've got to run out. Man, I'm so fucking pissed off. I'm really pissed off.